Katibu Belio Kipsang pamoja na maafisa wakuu wa baraza la mitihani nchini wako mbele ya kamati ya elimu ambapo wanaendelea kuhojiwa. Tuvuke moja kwa moja tusikilize mahojiano hayo.
And some of the measures include new and large pool of examination papers are set for KCPE in all subjects. This is done offline to avoid electronic leakages. Only a few vetted officers from the examination council are allowed to access the papers. Security features are incorporated in all examination scripts to enhance integrity, to prevent tampering. Packaging of examination scripts was reinforced by shrink wrapping, including cartons, in addition to 2 other security seal polycaps. If you saw this year's chair, it was even more enhanced. Transportation has been reviewed and reorganized so that it is efficient, confidential, and controlled. Examination materials are transported under tight security to a warehouse equipped with security and surveillance systems that are linked to the Kenya National Examination Command Center and the Control Center. The warehouse is guarded on a 24-hour basis by our GSU officers. In the past, examinations were stored in police armories. This was discontinued to enhance security, and currently we are using 576 containers, and which are again under 24-hour armed security guard. Each container is locked with 2 different special locks. The keys are kept by 2 different officers, the Deputy County Commissioner and our Sub-County Director of Education. The 2 officers must be present whenever a container is opened and closed. This is done in the presence of police officers and also our officers. The scripts are transported under tight security from the warehouses to the containers and from the containers to the schools. And therefore, the risk of early exposure is further reduced by the center managers collecting examination materials daily from the container. They collect in person and are responsible for their safety. Again, Chair, they are escorted by our security officers, and the enhanced responsibility and roles of center managers in examination administration ensures effectiveness of examination administration. The KCSE examination, which we are still doing, Chair, were collected twice so that it reduces opportunities of early exposure. At the end of each examination, the candidate scripts are counted physically and sealed in the presence of candidates and center managers and supervisors. The answer sheets are then escorted back to the container, secured by the Deputy County Commissioner and our officer, the Deputy Sub-County Director. These are later transported by NEC officials and security agencies back to Nairobi. Intensified and vigorous monitoring of the examination administration process by multi-agency teams is done to ensure validity, reliability, quality, and credibility of the entire process. The multi-agency teams reflects a whole-of-government approach that includes officers from the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of ICT, and a whole other team of government officers. The handling and storage of all examination materials for both KCPE and KCSE is closely monitored and managed by the command of the Kenya National Examination Council. Centralization of marking centers in Nairobi Metropolis to ease management and monitoring of marking. This was unlike in the previous years where this was spread across the country, and it made it very difficult for effective control. NEC has also set up an inter-agency call and command center with a toll-free number that is manned on the 24-hour basis, and any reports on incidents from the field are assigned and done immediately. Review of examination periods to ensure that only candidate center managers and authorized teachers are in school during the examination period. We are always striving to ensure that we have proper measures in place to guarantee quality, integrity, credibility of our examination. Finally, Chair, is that on the sensitization of the public on the process of launching and compiling examination results, with the permission of the Cabinet Secretary, I'll request the CEO to read that last one.
Thank you very much, the Chair and the PS and CS. On this question, efforts have been made to sensitize the public on the process of lodging complaints with the Kenya National Examinations Council regarding examination results. I wish to point out that Rule 27 of our 2015 Legal Notice 131 allows candidates, schools to lodge appeals for review of examination results in writing to NEC within 30 days from the date of release of the results. This information is also contained in the Kenya National Examinations Council user guide for the management of examinations. The guides outline the process for resolution of queries arising from examination results. It is applied to all schools, Chair. Every school offering candidates has this user guide. The user guide directs all heads of institutions who present candidates for NEC examinations to ensure that this information is brought to the attention of all the candidates. On November 23rd, 2023, the date of release of the KCP results, NEC sent out a circular to all KCP results guidelines to all the sub-county directors of education and heads of primary schools that presented candidates for the KCP examination. One of the issues captured in the circular is the handling of queries related to examination results. The guidelines were also copied to regional directors of education, county directors of education, and all those other persons are listed there. The next service charter, which is also available on our website, outlines the query management procedures that all candidates and schools should follow. In addition, since the release of the 2023 results on 23rd of November, NEC has been posting on its social media pages, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, that candidates or parents who have queries should lodge them through the school head teachers and sub-county directors of education. NEC also allows members of the public to walk into its offices in the new Mitihani House in South Sea to make inquiries on how they can file queries, appeals, or complaints regarding the examination results. This is in addition, Chair, to the fact that we have a 24-hour toll-free call center that members of the public can call and make their inquiries. We also did a press release on 25th of November 2023, through which I, the CEO, reiterated the information on the available channels for lodging queries and complaints, and a copy of that press release is attached to as Annex 2 of the bundles of documents that we have submitted. NEC encourages candidates to lodge complaints through their schools, as the schools are the link between NEC and most of the candidates, and a team has been set up at NEC to make sure that they address all the queries. As of 6th December 2023, NEC has received 1,043 queries, and thus far, over 871 queries have been resolved. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Waziri, for that very long, very comprehensive, very detailed, and actually exhaustive responses to the issues raised during the issues raised by members of the Honorable House. As a matter of, so that we can administer this quite well, as per the rule of the House, we'll have only one round of questions, Honorable Members, and I'll accord Honorable Mukunji the first turn. After Mukunji, and CS, you'll note with the officers, you'll note the questions down. Honorable Mukunji, Honorable Eve Obara, Honorable Toroitich, Honorable Member for Kibra, Honorable Taitumo, Honorable Member for Mandela South, Honorable Member for Narok, and Honorable Nabi, and lastly we'll have Honorable Maungu. So strictly 2 questions.
Thank you,
members,
Chair.
if you note that your question has been asked, kindly don't say, I wanted to ask. No, just drop yours and we proceed. I want us to take the short time for this. Honorable Mukunji.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Waziri, and your team for a comprehensive report on this. Honorable Chair, my questions. The first question I will ask is, because I have read the paper and seen how you're supposed to do the pre-release verification. But I have not seen where you have said you are able to verify through the service provider whether there are errors or there are no errors in what is released via SMS. I would like to know whether there was such a thing that was done to confirm if the service provider is ready to release the results.
Let me bring to the attention of members.
Yes.
One, on our visit yesterday, members of the committee requested the CS, first of all, to write a letter, and I think here is a letter they wrote to the service provider, requesting them for the confirmation on charges on error messages during release of the 2023 KCP examinations. I think this letter was transmitted, and you've not gotten the reply. Yes. And then two, we also have results for two schools. But Brain Star School is Isiolo sub-county with the errors, but these are the official results. And this is Isiolo sub-county. And then we also have Maraba, St. Matthew's in Tinderet in Nandi County. We have results here. Most of the results that you saw in the social media were doctored. So the actual results are here. I think I want the secretary to distribute so that we are at par with the issues that we're asking.
That's in order. But still, Chair, that does not dilute my question on the verification of the readiness by the service provider to provide verifiable, the correct results when it happened. Honorable Chair, also I would like to get whether there is any apology that was issued after that mishap from the ministry, because the credibility of the results has already been put in question, and it is obvious even the doctoring that Honorable Chair you're talking about came about because of the mess that had happened. Honorable Chair, I would like also to know what, because the CEO has said that he has written circulars to schools on the issue of